Hi students, welcome to our physics class now. So to understand the concept of Gauss law or Gauss's law, so we must know a quantity in electric charges and fields in intermediate second year physics, that is electric flux. So after knowing about electric flux, it is better to go to understand the Gauss's law topic. So what about first electric flux, student? Electric flux is denoted by the letter pi. So you can see that there in the first point. It is a scalar quantity. But what is electric flux? Total number of electric field lines or total number of electric lines of force passing through the given area normally is called electric flux. You can see in the figure. Suppose it is the given area capital A and normal to this area number of electric field lines are passing. So their electric field is denoted by E bar. So total number of electric field lines passing through the given area normally is called electric flux, denoted by pi. Mathematically, pi equal to E into A, where E is the intensity of electric field and A is the given area of the electric field. So E is intensity of the electric field, A is the surface area perpendicular to the electric field lines, surface area. Suppose we are taking a closed surface area like that, where a charge plus q is present at the point O. Now we are taking a closed surface area, in the form of sphere we are taking. So where a positive charge, a point positive charge q is present at the point O. So inside this closed surface area, the total electric flux is pi, and this closed surface area is capital A. So now in this closed surface area, we are selecting a small area element in the form of box. Students, you can see ds bar. It is a small area element, but total area of this closed one is capital A. But in this one we are selecting a small area element in the form of box. You can see ds bar, and the intensity of the electric field, you can see it is denoted by E bar. Both are parallel, both are denoted by the arrow marks there. But in this small area element vector ds bar, so there is some small amount of electric flux denoted by d pi. So you know pi equal to E into A. Similar to that, so the electric flux present in that small area ds bar is written as E bar dot ds bar. From the dot product we can write E ds cos theta. But ds bar and E bar are parallel, so theta value is a 0. So d pi is equals to E ds cos 0. Then d pi is equals to E ds. But total electric flux in the closed surface, you can see that is in the closed surface area capital A, total electric flux is pi. So then in the total area, in the whole area of this closed surface, so you can see many ds's, so small box ds, so such many ds elements can be equal to sum of those all small area elements equal to the whole area of the closed surface. That is why, so total electric flux pi equal to is written as E of ds plus and so on. So sum of all these area elements can be written as sum means integration. That is why total electric flux in that closed surface can be written as pi equal to integral of E bar dot ds bar. But integral, on the integral there is a circle, so this circle indicates closed, and down the integral symbol s is there. So you can read this, you can call this, you can read this closed surface. So circle on the integral symbol means closed, s means surface, closed surface integral of E bar dot ds bar. So E bar dot ds bar equal to So you have students EDS. That is why total electric flux present in the closed surface area capital A pi equal to closed surface integral of EDS. So EDS cos theta, where theta is the angle between small area element ds bar and the intensity of the electric field. So after knowing this, so you can understand easily, the concept of Gauss law, students. Now we go to Gauss law. So that's all this topic.